staircase right there.
All right, so check this out, guys. Before this video gets started, I do want to mention that we just dropped a brand new t-shirt on the website, this time in the green color. And of course, you got the new logo on that front pocket. And on the back, you got the dang sun and the glow effect. These suckers are super fire and they are pretty dang limited. So if you want to copy one and help support your boys, be sure to visit Goonzquad.com. But as of right now, let's get to the video. But you know what? I just keep on looking at that right there.
What is Cool Cat? Like, what does that mean right there, dude?
It's basically... What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the new Goonzquad headquarters. And as you guys seen in the previous video, we ended up knocking out the landscaping on the front of this house, and that turned out absolutely amazing. And we even ended up building a raised bed garden for some fresh fruits, vegetables, and some other cool plants. And of course, we ended up knocking out the last top coat on this metallic epoxy floor, which turned out super sick. I can't wait to get this whole entire room finished up, but I think that'll be a little bit later. What we want to focus on right now is the final checklist to get this house 100% complete. We got a lot of different stuff over here, and we are going to be jumping around here and there. But you know what? You got to do what you got to do in order to get this build finished up. The very first thing that we're going to do is probably finish up the spiral stairs. And all we got to do is trim up a few things, get that sucker completely sanded, and paint it with some fresh paint. At the very top on the handrail, we do got to do some customization with the wood and the metal, but I think we're going to figure that out no problem. And we do got to add some posts right here for some support, I think, in order to pass that final inspection. That's what the inspector told us. And of course, we got to add those lag bolts as well. But as right now, I say we go ahead, bring in some tools, bring in our treated wood, and just get straight to work. Dang, son.
That's a complete staircase right there, man.
Dude, looks sick, dude. And honestly, I couldn't imagine any other type of staircase on the side of this house.
The wooden ones would have definitely not looked as good as this right here, and it would have took way too much space. This is just one single space, and it looks super good, man. Dude. A little bit of vintage and, I don't know, kind of modern as well, dude.
Yeah, old classic, but yet modern, dude. I like that, dude.
I'm glad we found this on Facebook Marketplace, or was it Craigslist? I don't even remember, man.
I don't remember, but you know what? It probably would have just sat in somebody's garage for like years, dude.
It could have been on the scrap pile or something like that, you know what I mean?
Heck yeah, but we utilized it, and you know what? We threw a little twist to this house, literally, and like physically.
Physically, man. So you can twist down this. I mean, you can even try to slide down this handrail if you're really brave enough, man. I don't even know, man.
But you know what? Talking about sliding down this rail right here, it's actually super slick, dude.
Super slick. Wet or dry. When it's dry, these Crocs right here or foam bottom shoes, man, you are just sliding down this whole entire thing. We're definitely going to have to buy some of that Tech grip tape or something like that.
Yeah, that skateboard grip tape right there. And on top of that, we actually got a drill a hole right here because water sits right there, and when it rains, we just want to go ahead and have that draining all the time.
Just puddles right there. We'll probably do like a little tiny hole, that way it just drips out of there. But dude, check out these rails right here. So we customized them, cut them, did a little bit of welding here and there, and we just screwed them to these posts. And look at this, man.
That's my favorite feature right there. Look how it just curves around that gutter right there, nice and solid. Matches this side perfectly, dude.
This is just perfect, man. This came out way better than I expected right here, dude.
Yes, sir. So that's pretty much it for right now, other than the prep work. We're gonna do a lot of prep work, dude.
We gotta grind all these welds down. We'll probably throw on the flat sanding disc and just smooth them all down, and then probably do some semi-gloss paint on this staircase or something like that.
Semi-gloss or high gloss. I think we'll figure that out later, but we still got a good bit of work on our hands.
Let's just go ahead and get this thing prepped.
What? Dude, a little throwback there, dude.
I have to go through some of these videos for what's in my hand right here, dude.
Exactly, but before we talk about why we're watching some of the old videos, let's go ahead and check out this staircase.
Man,
oh my goodness.
It's practically brand new again, dude. Check that out, man. That semi-gloss definitely looks really good. I'm glad we went with that because it's not too shiny and it's not too matte. You know what I mean?
You got that right in between, which is just perfect right there. So that sucker is basically done looking slick. And what we're going to move on to next is actually lag bolts, right?
Yep, so these are called lag bolts right here. These are 8-inch bolts that are actually going to hold our deck to the house because right now it's just held by just nails, right?
Dude, yeah. So that sucker could possibly just like pop off there, dude.
You walk on there, you put a grill of 2 big old T-bone steaks and the thing can just like fall off on one side. But these suckers right here are going to go between each one of these little sections right here, and they're just going to go straight through the wall. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm looking through some of these videos. That way we don't run into any plumbing lines, dude.
This is exactly what this thing wants to do right now, is just run into some plumbing, some electrical or something, dude.
It just wants to bust a water line, dude.
So that's exactly, yeah, like you said, we're watching that stuff, and I think we found it, right?
Yeah, we found it. There's one plumbing line that goes right here, and there's a hot and cold line that goes here, and there's a hot and cold line that goes somewhere about right here, but as you can tell, the wall actually steps out right here, so we'll be okay. We can just go ahead and screw these in, dude.
Yes, sir. So we're going to go ahead, probably drill some holes and then throw these suckers in, and after this is done, we're going to have to throw some posts right here, which is going to kind of look weird, dude.
Yeah, it's definitely going to look weird. When I first heard that we have to put this to pass our final inspection, I was kind of iffy about it, but you know what? That's just what's going to have to get done. I mean, we can work around it. We can make something cool because one post is going to go right here, the other one right here, and we can possibly even make shelves, maybe even do like an outdoor TV, you know, watch a couple pigskin throws and stuff like that.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. I like the way you're thinking. So, yeah, we're definitely going to be able to figure something out about that, make it look good. But, dude, we're moving right along. This deck area is going to be complete.
Hey, we're already checking stuff off of our list right here. We got 4 things checked off. We got a few more. Lag bolts is at the bottom. We're going to probably check that off here real soon.
What's that, dude?
You got to be a cool cat to know what that is, dude.
What, dude? We're going to reveal. Dude, there's so much epic things going on right there. But I think we need to call the electrician here real soon, too, dude.
Probably after we do these lag bolts and these posts, we'll probably call the electricians. I mean, there's a few things that he has to finish up, like this, and then like a few other custom covers that he had to order, but he'll be here. We'll knock all that out. We just want to go through this checklist as soon as possible, man.
Yes, sir. So we're going to probably call the electrician, like you said, afterwards, just to get like a quick update, nothing major.
Sir.
So I say let's throw these suckers in, dude.
Let's do it.
Good morning, David.
Hey, good morning.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
I was just calling to get a little update on these custom covers for our house.
I think I did get them because I've seen a bunch of specialty covers.
Alrighty. Yeah, once you just get them all, I guess just wait till you get them all in and then send one of your guys up here, and that's the only thing we need is those covers, and we'll be good.
Perfect.
Alrighty.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright, you take care. Have a good one. See ya. Alrighty guys, so it is actually the next day here, and we just got off the phone with the electrician just to get a quick little update on our custom covers, and he said they should be in here really soon, so we're super happy about that. Of course, we already marked that off the list, as well as lag bolts, which we knocked that stuff out yesterday. We actually ended up throwing in a lot more lag bolts than we needed because we called our contractor, and he said you gotta install them every other stud or so, but we just went ahead and went all the way across just to make sure that sucker is nice and strong for that hot tub, for that super heavy steak, for a grill, and all that furniture that we're possibly gonna put up there.
Yeah, dude, and with these posts right here, dude, this thing can possibly hold a car on top of it. Dude, it's so sturdy,
we might
man.
have to test that out, dude. The Can-Am or something,
dude. Something, dude.
But anyways, another fear that we kind of had yesterday was actually penetrating this whole entire bolt through both walls and making it to the inside, but luckily we didn't do any of that. We didn't puncture any of the electricity, any of the plumbing, so we are good, dude.
Yeah, dude, I was on the inside making sure no water was leaking or anything like that, but we did kind of like where we thought there was plumbing, we drilled like a bigger hole and just like poked it with a rod just to make sure, and I think we're good,
yes,
man.
Sir, we are good, so we're super happy about that, but there is one thing we're kind of not happy about, and that's these funky looking posts right here, dude.
Man, they're just out of the ordinary right here, but you know what? That's just what you gotta have to be safe with this deck right here. That's all the like requirements, and you know what? You have to pass inspection with this as well, dude.
We're definitely gonna figure something out about this. Maybe put like a swing right here, maybe build some shelves, maybe put a TV. We're definitely gonna make it look good.
Yes, sir.
That's besides the point. I think we're done with this deck, but actually this morning we were thinking about doing, since it's raining, we were thinking about doing like a deck under
yeah, like a ceiling under this deck, which they make that protects water from going through it, which looks really cool. And dude, that'll basically make this an outdoor
living room.
Yes,
dude.
sir, man.
As you can tell, we removed our furniture because that stuff would have got wet, and we put it in here, which looks pretty cool. But of course, we'd like to leave it outside. But you know what? We're gonna figure that stuff out later. What we're gonna focus on is something else on this final checklist right here. And you want to just like throw a dart or something?
Dude, throw a marker at whatever you land on. We just have to do, man. Here we go. Let's.
I think you hit furniture, man. Were you aiming for that?
I was aiming for furniture, dude, because we actually got a box in and we want to go ahead and install that stuff because we need some sitting inside, dude.
Dude,
you know
yeah, man. We're standing right now. We got some old bar stools that we're using, but we got some awesome new furniture for the upstairs bar, which is gonna look super good, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna look sick. So I say we go ahead, probably crack that box open, set all that stuff up, and then we'll just see how it looks like.
Son.
Dude, don't these things look sick right here, man?
Look at that, dude. That looks like a classic bobber seat in a cognac color, dude.
It looked like somebody just took a couple saddles and just made some seats out of it, dude. But dude, check out that stitching, man. That is legit, man.
Dude, that is some high quality stuff right there, but this is your Amazon special, and I gotta say, them suckers are pretty pricey, dude.
Oh yeah, dude, and they only sell them in 3 pairs, so it's like $300 for 3 of these suckers, basically $100 a piece. So we can only fit 5 here, but we have an extra one right here. We'll probably put that in the bottom room over there in the garage. But dude, this is the perfect touch, man. They match like the floor. They got that good color scheme, you know, a little bit of contrast here and there with the black. Dude, that just looks good,
looks super killer, and we might have to get like the matching sofa in this area as well, or what?
Dude, that would be sick. Or even go with like something different and to match like the countertops, maybe like a cream color couch or something like that. We're just gonna have to look through a couple pictures, Pinterest or something like that.
Pinterest and all that good stuff. But dude, I gotta say, furniture is so expensive, dude. This couch right here, or the sofa, is gonna be more than that Jeep outside.
Dude, that Jeep is cheaper than a couch. Can you believe that, dude? The couch right here is gonna cost us somewhere around $3,000, especially for like a decent size one that has like a something that like a left wing or right wing that sticks out. You know what I mean?
It's like an L-shape.
Yeah, L-shaped couch, or a comfortable one, or maybe go with an uncomfortable one. That way, when people come over, they just want to leave after a certain time. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's a smart thinking idea right there, dude.
You know, when you're just sitting there with a couple people and it's already getting late, and you're like looking at the watch and they're just chilling there.
But you know what? We already have family and friends out here, and they absolutely love it out here. So that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. Just enjoying everything with family and friends. I mean, this house is not even done, and everybody's already enjoying it.
Exactly. But you know what? One thing about the sofa, can it get you from point A to point B?
No, it can't, man. It can get you a point A. I mean, it depends on what's your point A and what's your point B. Point A standing, point B sleeping, dude.
Hey, one side of the couch to the other side of the couch.
More of that right there, dude.
But anyways, we went ahead and brought up the final checklist here, and we put stars by some of the stuff that's gonna be like, that's gonna take all day to do, the most difficult stuff, and we're not gonna do that in today's video, right?
Yeah, we're not gonna go ahead and like paint the garage walls and ceilings, because that's like an all day, almost like a 2-day thing right there, you know, sanding everything and stuff like that. We didn't mark off furniture, we just marked off like a letter or 2, you know what I mean? Because there's still a lot more furniture, like beds, you know, couches and stuff like that. So we'll mark that off a letter at a time.
A letter at a time, it sounds like a plan, but you know what? I just keep on looking at that right there.
What is Cool Cat? Like, what does that mean right there, dude?
It's basically Thomas. Thomas is the coolest cat. You don't get no cooler than that, but you know what? Thomas belongs to the original Goonzquad garage location.
Yeah,
dude.
That's where he grew up. We don't really want to relocate him to a whole entire new territory. You know, that's where he, like, that's his block. That's his thing. He controls that whole entire place. So, and one of the main reasons that we want to get a cat up here is because of the mice situation, right?
Yeah, exactly. We've had some pretty big, thick rodents running around here. You've even seen one in the camper, right?
Dude, one about jumped in. I had to just swoop that sucker to the side. But there is a problem with this stuff out here, especially in these woods. We talked to a neighbor. He had like a car sitting out in the yard for like a month or something, and it like chewed through some wires.
Hot-wired his car, started it up, started driving
it down the mountain. So we don't want that, you know, Tom and Jerry type thing. You know, a cat will like scare scare the mice away, which is a good thing to have. You don't want to have mice in your house.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna probably just like swing by like what, the Petco, the PetSmart, maybe Tractor Supply, because not only do we want a cat, we want some chickens.
Dude, we want some chickens. We basically grew up with them all of our lives. We had always fresh, natural eggs of our own. So we'd like to have that whole entire team just going up here. Maybe get like an awesome little chicken coop with like 3 or 2 chickens. I mean, we already have a garden, kind of like living off the land.
Dude, that's, I love that type of deal right there.
Sir.
But you know what? If we're getting chickens, we got to make sure we get a super secure coop, because you already seen a coon just like
man, that
walking
coon,
around,
he just
dude.
keeps robbing our trash can over there. He just always like 3 in the morning. I hear him like rubbishing through that stuff, which we need to get that trash can out of here. So we'll probably mark that off next week or something like that. So there's still a bunch of stuff, but you know what? It's a Saturday. We want to do something pretty dang exciting.
Let's do something cool, dude.
Yeah, let's do something cool. So I say we go ahead and run to a few stores and see what we come back with.
Alrighty guys, so check this out. We went to the Tractor Supply actually, because there was a lot of stuff that we had to get.
Dude, there was a lot of stuff, but dude, we built an entire chicken coop right here. This thing is legit, man. You got a little door there. There is 4 spots there's 3 spots to lay eggs there. Dude, check this out, man. You just open this little thing right here.
And you got breakfast, dude.
You got breakfast served, dude.
That is so sick right here. This sucker was like 200 something bucks, and it's pretty cool. It's perfect for 3 chickens, and that's exactly what we got here, dude.
Pops is holding one right there, dude. That thing is a beauty, man, and that's called a pullet, right?
A pullet. Those are supposed to be all females, dude.
Yeah, so these are all females. These are the best ones. Apparently, the guy said in there, those are the best ones to lay eggs right there.
Yeah,
dude.
Best to lay eggs, and also they're supposed to be like super nice, not as wild. They're supposed to like stay around the house.
Yeah, man, you get those little crazy little ones that just run around and it's just everywhere, but these are going to be perfect, and they're going to live in here, just have the time of their lives,
dude,
man.
Super sick. What do you think, Pops? Are those roosters?
Not look like.
How do you check? How would you know 100%?
I check it like this. If you turn him like this, if
He starts screaming.
screaming, yeah, it's too much. It's a rooster.
Well, that one didn't scream.
It didn't scream, so I think we're good to go, man.
Wow, dude, that is so cool right there. I can't wait for them to grow up, and they're definitely not going to be able to be outdoors just yet. We got to raise them up first.
Yeah,
right?
they're going to be indoors under a heating lamp. That's why we bought this beginner box right here. As you can tell, it comes with everything, and it got some starter food right here. In about a couple weeks, we'll start putting them in here, dude.
Heck yeah, dude. I can't wait for that, dude. But we also got to find a cool cat. Let us know what you guys think about that. Let us know what other cool stuff, a chameleon or something that could just crawl around this house and
eat all the ladybugs.
and just blend in or something like that.
But that's pretty much it, and the next one may even end up with the cat, dude. Who knows?
But guys, that is pretty much going to be a wrap for today's video. We got a lot of stuff accomplished, and we got a little bit more to go before this house is 100% complete. But we're super excited to be at the stages that we are right now. We still got a few more epic things coming here real soon, so definitely make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. And if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, definitely give us a follow on Instagram at Goonzquad. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.